I've noticed lately, especially, that the right is coming alive a little more and making their presence and their ideology and mindset known to the rest of the country. They really, the liberals especially, have believed that they are the majority of this country, that their thoughts, their ideas are what most Americans believe in. And they're figuring it out that it's not that way.
Well, they were right in the sense that their beliefs, equality, caring, empathy, love.
Oh, yeah,
love
I'm
thy
not talking
neighbor.
about actual liberal belief.
That was true. But you're just saying those as words now.
Yeah.
And we realize that that's totally meaningless. So I just did a video about Charlie Kirk's quotes. And what the left does is they have that fucking lawn sign. Love is love. Water is life. Science is real. No human is illegal. Be kind. That is the majority of people. I do believe water is life. I do believe love is love.
Yeah. Right?
I do believe science is real. But you dummies got to understand that your bastardized view of the world with your dumb straw man interpretation has gone extinct.
They say science is real, and then they will tell you with a straight face, like it's gospel, that a man is a woman.
And to get the booster.
There's no difference. Yeah.
Yep.
They'll tell you all that. And so, yeah, they are just words on a sign.
And the whole concept of like say, I don't really give a fuck about gay marriage, but I guess I'm against it now. But they go, oh, so Gavin McInnes doesn't like love. So you're against two people who love each other being together.
Right.
And that worked for a long time. And it would have us scrambling like, no. But I think young people, and this is thanks to Twitter and the internet, they went so far the other way where they're like, yeah, I am against love.
Yeah, that's great. Whatever they come up with, just say you're against that too. Oh, so then I guess you're against, yeah, I'm against that too.
Science isn't real. Yeah, water. Water can suck my dick.
Water can suck my dick.
Humans are illegal. So they're sort of on the front lines, these young people, and they're just like mocking all of these tropes. And once you take the tropes away from the left, that's Santa without his present bag. Like he's nothing.
They got a insane wake-up call with the doxing. They assumed that in their little bubble, everyone thought Charlie was a piece of shit, racist. Hollywood saying it, the mainstream media, news, movies, put that shit out there all the time. So they were under this impression that it's the whole country. I could say what I want about Charlie Kirk. I could cheer his death. What's going to happen to me? Oh, shit. Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
Hello, I'm Gavin McInnes.
And together we're Compound Censored.
And we would like you to subscribe with this deal using this promo code right below me right now.
Do it, because it's very entertaining. It opened up on those motherfuckers. And again, I talked about it the other day on the show. While I'm a First Amendment absolutist, I really do believe that's where I land on this. I couldn't help but being happy with every video I saw of a crying fucking asshole that got fired from their job of 12 years. And, I was just like, oh, well, especially having gone through it myself, as did you, it's like, where was my fucking sympathy from anybody? And I didn't even expect sympathy, but I don't remember getting any, that's for sure.
All's fair in love and more. I was listening to you in the car and I was like, Ant's got to take a page out of Little Jimmy's book. Remember whenever Jimmy Norton got caught being hypocritical, he'd go, I never said I was consistent.
Right. Great line, man.
So the gloves are off. I want you to get fired. Like, I want everyone to behave in this restaurant and be quiet. But you spilled my dinner on me. My suit is ruined. I'm throwing my dinner on you.
Yeah,
your suit's fucking ruined now. Your FUBU hockey jersey is fucking ruined. Fuck you.
I never would have gone into that restaurant thinking I'm going to throw my food at somebody.
Yeah.
until someone threw their food at me.
Yes.
Now that person obviously didn't have that thought. They're like, oh, I could throw food on somebody.
Yeah. And now they're covered in their fucking bean burrito, like, what the fuck? And then I'm just taking their root beer and just going, there you go.
That's it. That's how we gotta. That's how we have to think these days.
There's a whole website about it called Cancel the Hate or something like that. It's had a couple of iterations. It keeps getting shut down. It keeps getting canceled. But they're very well, as you pointed out, they're very well organized. And they're just like, what's the complaint? What's it called? Cancelthehate.com?
Correct, yeah.
And give us the employer, show us the tweet, and make sure it's real, and let's get this person fired.
They make it happen. Hey,
welcome. Learn to code, guys. Learn to code.
It'll probably go down because the others like this have gone down, but they get it right back up. It seems like so. Yeah, Charlie's murderers went right down, and now they're back up.
And there is a difference. It might sound like I'm trying to rationalize enjoying people getting fired for what they're saying. But, there is a protected speech and there is speech that isn't protected. And there's also putting your opinions in writing in a public forum is one thing. I never think anybody should be fired for voicing their opinions on something. If you don't like what Charlie Kirk said, fine, write about it. Say what you didn't like. Say why you don't like Charlie Kirk. When you're wishing death on his wife and kids that are left grieving for this man, that is different. Even though it's considered protected, if you're not threatening their lives, you're just hoping. It shows that you're such a piece of shit that if your employer found out what a piece of shit you are, they wouldn't want you working there. Not because of exactly what you wrote down, but because what type of person would write that down? And I don't want them coming into the office every day because they sound like a lunatic. And death to them doesn't seem like a big thing. So I don't know, is he going to shoot someone in the next cubicle? So it's not so much you're being fired for what you wrote. It's that you're the type of person that could write something like that. It shows who you are.
Why are you wasting so much time being consistent? The gloves are off. Even back when Biden pulled those hockey bags of votes out from under the table, I always say, where's our hockey bag?
Yeah.
Like, where's our cheats? Where's our people dropping off ballots with their gloves on, taking off their gloves at the ballot box? Like, let's fucking cheat. Let's go. Like Eric Holder said, when they go low, we kick them. Okay, so we're kicking now? Even with
kicking.
Even with Kavanaugh, where they go, we're going to take some weird allegation that he jumped on someone nude in college when they were fucking as a joke at a party and turn it into serial. Okay, we're doing that. Your next guy is a rapist. I'm going to dig something up on him. You drew first. You drew first blood. First blood. It was me.
Why don't we do that more? Are we
it's
that
Christianity,
decent,
it's morality, it's it's our values. But like, we're in a street fight. If you're in a street fight, you got to put your thumbs into their eye holes. You don't do this. Put up your dukes, Johnny. Right. Kingsbury rules, or whatever they're called.
Marcus of Queensberry rules.
Yeah. No, it's not. They're not doing that. Even in fighting. Look at fighting used to be, remember when we were kids? One-on-one, man, one-on-one. Everyone was yelling that like a chant. Now it's just a fucking mob scene where they stamp on each other's heads after they're unconscious.
There was a little song about that as a kid, I remember. About the people that would jump in like that. Yeah.
I do remember that song. Yep. Fight, the left and the right. If the right don't win, we all pitch in. It was something like that, right?
Yeah, it was based on that, yes. Based on a true story.
That was the origin of it. I was listening to you on your show and you were talking about the sabotage through Antifa and everything. MKUltra and how, and I've been saying this too. There's much less of a paper trail if I just take advantage of the fact that everyone has a phone 1 centimeter from them at all times. And I just put out Charlie Kirk is Satan and Charlie Kirk's a Nazi.
Yeah.
And then hopefully one of you will kill him. But we always come back to this, is it a grand plan with the evil geniuses that are the globalists, or is it a bunch of retards? And I always go retard. And I think the retardation in this one was, hey, Antifa, when they get into a fight, they're on our side. And the voters, like the Proud Boys or whatever, or Gavin and Ant, like, they get hurt. And those are the guys that don't like me, so I hurt the guys. So don't prosecute the guys who don't like the guys that don't like me. And then they don't think, like, okay, well, now I'm raising a terrorism cabal. And Portland is going to be under the control of radical fucking garbage meth head lunatics. They don't really deal with that. Like Nancy Pelosi with the open borders. She's like, the Electoral College will go up. The country will be destroyed with an extra 10 million random pieces of garbage, but I'll be doing well. So let's do it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a self-interest. If a bunch of people have self-interest and they're together in one spot, well, then something happens.
Yeah.
But how do you then explain that guy? I never remember his name, but it's a black and white video of a former KGB guy, and he's laying out this exact plan.
Yes.
Like the exact
But he's
plan.
coming from a smart place of smart people.
Yeah, and you know, he doesn't directly identify any organization. I mean, obviously the head of the Soviet Union, the Politburo, was in charge of what he's talking about and how they got things done. But what's the Politburo, the KGB of the United States? Is it the FBI? Is it just Capitol Hill?
I'm hoping the FBI is back on track. I mean, I'm totally open to the big plan thing too. It's like the Great Replacement theory. Was it a big plan to obliterate the West and bring in some third world new version of it that's easier to control? I'm very open to that. It's like being a tip man or an ass man. Like I respect tit men a lot. It's just not my cup of tea. I'm an ass man, much to my chagrin. I wish I was a tit man. And then you have the retard version of events where they pulled in a bunch of people to change the Electoral College, and then they went, oh shit, we accidentally instituted the Great Replacement theory. Oh well, I don't give a fuck.
like it's a little retardation and a little like part of the government.
Yeah, they accidentally stumbled into what looks like a genius plan. But they're just like, well, as long as I'm okay. Like Berkeley, there's this activist, Yvette Falarka, and she's untouchable. She's a teacher. She's Antifa. She like pulls in all these young men off the street and gets them into Antifa radical politics. They can go destroy stuff. The mayor is friends with her. He reposts her on Facebook. He's some Hispanic guy, and he helps her get out of jams and helps her people get out of jams. And together, they destroy Berkeley.
Yeah.
And I don't know, was that someone calling the shots for him? Or is he just a tard who wants power and he has a useful fellow idiot?
Well, okay. How about this then? There was an MKUltra program. I mean, there's old films. You see the army, the poor army guy on LSD, and this is fact. How the fuck, like, who was that? It wasn't just some crazy lieutenant off on a lark saying, let's grab some privates and fuck with them, grab some privates. But it was, it had to come from up top.
Okay.
That whole thing had to come from, whoa. And then when they realized that they couldn't get away with doing this, taking these people individually, they decided, like I said, maybe it was cults. Maybe somehow the brass was like, we can't just take our soldiers and do this. How about cults? We start up these cults and see how these impressionable people can really be controlled to do terrible things. And
Which
then
was
after
a
that,
little
they go,
sloppier than MKUltra, but still very intelligent.
I think, because yesterday it hit me that cults might just be another step from MKUltra to what we have now, which is, like I said on the show yesterday, just throwing everything against the wall because it's going to stick somewhere.
Well, wasn't that confirmed with Charles Manson? Wasn't he confirmed working with the government?
This book has a lot of information about it. Chaos by Tom O'Neill. It's about Charles Manson and the cults, the Finders Cult, all this stuff.
Yeah,
Great
everything
book.
you're saying is accurate, Antman. But look at a picture of NASA in 1965 and look at a picture of NASA today.
Yeah.
I forget her name, Sheila Jenkins, whoever it was. We have a segment on the show called Completely Useless Black Female. Sheila Jackson Lee, completely useless black female politicians.
Oh, yeah. I know.
And the intro ends with her saying, "My department has never done anything that could be described as idiot."
As idiot, right. I remember that clip.
It's my favorite clip ever. Oh. So that's who's like working with the evil octopus controlling us. It's possible.
I don't know.
I
don't think she's working with the evil octopus. I think the evil octopus she's a useful idiot for the evil octopus.
I mean, look at Pete Buttigieg, who destroyed his little town in Indiana. It's a complete fucking shithole. They all hate his guts there. I saw some streeter where they were interviewing people, and they're all like, "Fuck him. I want him to die." And then he's in charge of infrastructure. He won't shut up about equality. And then we got these trains full of like fucking toxic waste, the kind of shit that makes superheroes if they get splashed by it.
Right.
Like Daredevil gets splashed and he's blind, but he can kill everyone. There he is feeding his newborns. And that's what infrastructure is. It's bridges collapsing all over the country. Yeah. It's schlop everywhere. What was it? Palestine, Ohio's on fire. East Palestine, Ohio.
Yeah.
It's on fucking fire.
Nothing's maintained. Nothing's new. The California high-speed rail is a joke.
Yeah, like where were the geniuses when Biden was running it and just went, "Open up the borders, let's get going," and falling everywhere. And the borders drastically improved since Trump got in office. Kash Patel's got all these human traffickers. Did the octopi just stop working when they showed up? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a thing where you can't get too obvious. Trump's in, he's fighting against the octopus, and you're like, if we fight back too hard, they're going to see it's a big tentacle with fucking suction cups on it.
He'll have red marks on his face.
Nancy Pelosi or something. I don't know. It all makes sense and it all is ridiculous, all at the same time.
Well, the big takeaway is we're fucked either way.
Yeah.
It's sort of like when people go, you got canceled, but it wasn't the government, it was the people. And I'm like, I'm still fired.
Thanks.
Like the mob mentality, I don't really care if it's a screaming bunch of lunatics outside with pitchforks.
Yeah.
Or it's a screaming bunch of reluctant police with, pepper spray. I'm still fucked either way.
Did you see anything with the police in the UK because we're hearing that they're just terrible. They're arresting patriots and, did you speak to any of them?
I got shit hammered with my cousin on Sunday, my only day off. And he was head of counterterrorism in sort of like, I don't know what to call it, the Long Island of London, which means you keep having to go into the city. So it's kind of like counterterrorism in London. Mm-hmm. And we talked talked for 16 hours. And we talked about their uniforms and how much they suck now. They look like water bears. He got pissed at 10 Downing Street. That was a good story. But I said, please, I hope this answer is good news. When they get a call and they have to go to someone's fucking house because they disparaged Nelson Mandela, who's dead, that must be a bummer, right? And he goes, he's got an English-Scottish accent combined. And he's like, it's absolutely depressing when they hear that. You have to understand, Gavin, we signed up for this for rapists and bank robbers and bad guys, not tweets. And here's, I've said this a million times and I put it on Twitter, but the cops like Tommy now. Because they've realized that the elites hate the cops as much as they hate him and his fucking soccer hooligan friends.
Of course.
So they built that stage. They built 2 stages, actually, with these massive screens as big as like a very big apartment, a loft apartment. And there's several of them. So if you're not at the front, you can still see everything, which is good for calming everyone down. The fucking city, who again, the elites are freaking out about their lack of control of the narrative. They go, let's pull a Jan 6 and pull the permits. Thursday night, I was there when they got the news. Thursday night. It's Saturday. It takes a day to build the stage. So basically a second before. They got the call. The city's revoked the permits. No.
Oh, my God. They do it at the last minute on purpose because then you don't have any recourse. We've been through this. Unfucking believable.
And then we arrest everyone, right? And just like January 6th, we get great sentences for treason, attacking a police officer. But the head of the cops, I got to hand it to him, he sort of went, no, I'm not going to be your patsy here. Who's going to get beat up? Who's going to get attacked by 3 million people? My guys are. My water bears in their silly silhouettes. That's going to be the ones who get attacked. And yes, sure, I arrest some. So actually, fuck you. We're putting it on. I'm not taking the stage down. I'll stand around the stage, and there's no one to, like, these elites, they're literally in the House of Lords. These elites have these dictums, and if the police don't agree, what are you going to do? Fuck you. You're going to arrest
all the
go
police? Out there yourself.
You're going to
go
get
out
the
there
army?
Yourself and make some arrests.
You shut down the fucking stage.
Yeah, you pull the plug.
So in total, out of 3 million people, there was 25 arrests, which there's the police and there's the chief and then there's the fucking media police, right? They call them the Metro Police. They're saying, yeah, it was chaos. There was 25 arrests. 18 of those were Antifa. So there was 7 arrests. 7 out of 3 million people.
How much arson was there and looting?
Well, I kept saying to the guys, I was with Proud Boys, British Proud Boys, and I'm like, can you imagine how fucking dumb you'd have to be to show up here as Antifa and pick a fight?
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of lads, if you know what I mean.
Way outnumbered by
a lot of lads. They've had a few
drinks.
drinks, and they're mad because it got so dense. A lot of I would say 2/3 of the people couldn't even get in to see it. So they're wandering around. They're not in a good mood. And they're with their buddies, and they're feeling healthy. They've just had a 4-mile walk. And you want to go fuck with them? Not that, they do anything that's not completely retarded.
Pulling the fucking permits like that, though, it's calculated. That's what they're doing. And I don't even know what kind of rights they have over there. Freedom to assemble.
Nothing. Zero rights. Right? Zero right. Look at Tommy. He did 3 prison sentences for contempt of court. 2 were from the same contempt of court. And then the 3rd contempt of court was him producing a documentary about that waterboarding thing, disputing it, after the judge said, don't release that because it makes me look like an asshole, and fucking him going to jail for that. And contempt of court over there is kind of the same here. If you tell the judge to fuck off in court, you're going to do 3 days.
Yeah.
You're going
30 days.
You're going to get a $900 fine. He's going to make you, hang out in the tombs for the weekend.
Yeah.
You don't.
But that's for like
months.
telling him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, it's rude.
Yeah. But not putting out a film or putting out something.
Oh, yeah,
writing something, posting a meme.
Yeah.
See what happens when they, don't allow the citizens to have guns, to be armed, to have a completely unarmed, docile citizenry. You're going to be able to do things that you normally wouldn't. I'm not saying we'd be popping off rounds right at the get-go when something happens, but they know. The government seems to know, like, we have a volatile people that have a lot of guns. Let's not even go there. It's like a détente. We have a balance of power, even though they have atomic bombs. They're not going to use them against the people.
Yeah, they're not going to have F-15s fucking bombing
it just makes
Indiana.
them look real bad, bombing their own people with F-16s.
Well, this happened. Remember the Bundy Ranch? The first one? The second one, too, in a sense. But the first one was a ragtag group of old men, young people, different uniforms. They were all armed. They had a huge standoff, and Obama was in control at the time, and he said, this would make me look really bad if we mowed those people down. So they got back in their fucking trucks, and they went back to the White House. We successfully pushed back the government with 22s. Yeah. It wasn't AR-15s. It was bolt actions.
Just a couple of guys with hunting rifles and whatever. But because it has never bode well for the government when they've decided to take up arms against citizens that they deem were, smuggling weapons or whatever it is. When they start shooting families, it ain't a good look.
No.
And that's where the détente is.
Yeah.
That's where the balance of power is. And, even Obama knew, because he was thinking about Ruby Ridge and Waco and going, I don't want that on my fucking resume.
Dude, you know what's nuts? We were talking about propaganda and MKUltra, and you said Obama saw Ruby Ridge. What is the propaganda on Netflix right now? It's called Rebel Ridge.
Yes.
And Obama runs Netflix, and it is black propaganda. It's Rambo, but it's a black guy. They're appropriating the Ruby Ridge thing with Rebel Ridge.
Yeah.
And in this thing, he's a Rambo guy who has a heart of gold and is just trying to get his sweet little cousin out of jail because his cousin was on his way to a clarinet recital or some shit, or maybe had a had a bud of weed in his backpack. Yeah. And then he beats up the corrupt, racist cops, including Don Johnson, without guns. I don't like guns.
Right. What are you going to do? You're going to break into their house and put a couple of drops of poison in their water glass? Or
you got me on camera now? No.
Yeah. Or do you just figure out a way to poison the entire water supply? And then some people, the poison doesn't affect some people, but some people it does. And you know who it will affect based on some physiology. It's part of the chemical makeup. You're like, why are we going in there? Just dump it all in the reservoir. They'll all drink it, but only the people we want to die are going to die from it. That's exactly what they've been doing. Pump all this propaganda out in front of everyone's eyes. We know there's a fuckload of people that are going to go, this is bullshit. I'm not believing that. But there's the weak-minded people, the malleable, impressionable, young, that are going to eat it up, especially if we just keep pounding it in their heads. And we don't even have to show up at their house or their school or anything. They just have to watch what we put out there as mainstream.
You know what's weird, though, with the propaganda, there's some things they didn't factor in. Like, I saw Joe Rogan on some clip talking about the gay bomb I think Obama was working on, where they just released this.
I remember something about that.
It makes us all gay and horny and we start fucking each other.
Awesome.
Soldiers, mostly. And then the soldiers feel so bad that they fucked their buddy up the butt that they're more malleable. Yeah.
You can't fight next to a guy you've had sex with.
I've tried it. I can barely do a show with a guy I fucked. But so they're like, it would be great if we got the MAGA guys to go shooting, Ilhan Omar and AOC, and then we can prove that white supremacy is the biggest threat to America, and we could accrue more power that way. But it didn't work. I think MAGA people tend to eat much better. They tend to be farmers, and they have raw milk and stuff. And the problem with the liberals is, and it's not just junk food, it's fucking weak tofu full of estrogen. And then they have a new problem, and it's evident with Charlie Kirk and that other couple. What are they called? Because this has happened before. Devin Erickson and Alec McKinney, the STEM school shooting. Mm-hmm. It's basically the same thing. It's a guy and and one of the trainees has been tricked into taking the blame. So with the STEM school shooting, the is told, you be the shooter and I'll be the innocent one. In this one, the non is like, I'll be the shooter and you be the innocent one. But it's the same fucking concept. And what's the common theme here with these? It's around fucking crazy drugs.
Yeah.
I think when they're talking about poisoning the water, they forgot about mixing your drinks, as Withnail would say. So now we have these guys on estrogen and hormone blockers and tons of Adderall. In this case, that Alec McKinney was on tons of cocaine. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And they're being bombarded with this propaganda. But I think the radical lefties, much to whoever is doing this is chagrin, are more susceptible to propaganda because they're fucking high out of their minds.
Yeah. And
that's the victim.
You know, back with the original MKUltra, they drugged the people.
Right.
They had to drug them because that makes them more susceptible to whatever suggestions they wanted to give to them. And it's now you could say, is it just coincidence? Is it this? Is it the octopus? But they're drugging the people that they're influencing with their propaganda, and it seems to be working. They're getting some of them to go out and do their dirty work. So, you know, too many things line up here.
And it's also, this still doesn't solve the retarded or evil question, because I can just see someone coming in going, so we did the mass brainwashing with the phones. Okay, good. Any red hats? We forgot trannies are high.
Yeah. We forgot they are the ones that are drugged, and
they've been shooting everyone, and they're kind of considered Democrats.
We can't get through that red hat. It just is amazing the strength of the red.
It's got to have tinfoil in it.
Anything in there. Yeah, maybe they put some kind of a fucking Faraday cage inside the hat.
What is it, a fucking colander in there? It can't penetrate a dog bowl? Shit.
It really does. It is kind of proof that the left is just weak-minded.
Yeah.
And the right tends to be stronger-willed, needs more convincing, needs facts, has a kind of will and ethics that can't be compromised so easily. And they're just, you know, they'll fall into anything. Get them in line. Get one guy up front with a bullhorn, and all behind him, they'll repeat whatever the fuck that idiot says. Every time. That right there. Every time I see that, I'm like, oh, chance.
And it's fragmented sentences. So you're repeating, you don't even know where the sentence is going. Like, we are here. We are here.
Yeah,
because we represent people who like to eat men's asses. People who like to eat. Wait, what?
Huh?
Right,
You've already committed to it.
I guess I am here because of that. Okay, I'm here because of that. I'm into it.
Yeah, we're just not that easily duped. And they know that. If we drink the poison water, we're not going to feel the effects. So if you enjoyed that clip,
then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.